In this tutorial, what we're going to be covering is how to use iframes. We're going to be setting up the framework for an area for you later on to put a slideshow. The usefulness of iframes is it allows you to have two separate pages showing on one. Why this is going to come into importance for your tutorial today is the slideshow file will take up quite an amount of code that may be difficult to just simply paste into a page. So the easy solution for that is to create an iframe, which is basically a window that allows you to display external content on your page. We're going to be removing this picture we laid here and putting in a placeholder for that slideshow. Now, since it's the main content, it's kind of difficult to just simply delete it, even though it shows, because you can't click inside of it. So just the easy solution for that is when you have your picture selected, just type in any word, and then you know when you click inside of there, you're always in the main section. We'll delete that afterwards, but what we need to do first is right click and go to Insert HTML. We're going to type in iframe, and then you'll see a little square gray box shows up, and that is our iframe. What we're going to do is we're going to go to the CSS designer and create a tag element for the iframe and redefine it so it'll show up in the whole section. So we're going to go ahead to the CSS designer and press the add new selector, and we will do iframe. Since we're only using one iframe in this page and really website, we don't need to worry about creating a separate class because we're not going to negatively affect any other iframes. So what we need to do first is go to the layout rules. We're going to set a width of % to 100. We're going to set the height to a predetermined height that I've set for the slideshow, which is 350. Now you can see that it fits the whole space. Now there's some rules with iframes that aren't really easily accessible on here. So what I'm going to show you is how to do some quick coding to clean this up. In this area right here, where you have your iframe, on roughly line 57, yours may be slightly different, so if that's the case, do not be worried. I just want you to click next to the E of the first iframe, and I want you to type in F. For frame border, press Enter, 0, and that way we don't get what happens is just a native border that's in an iframe and it looks kind of clunky. And that we're going to do one more, which is scrolling and no. So just in case our slide shows a couple pixels in height variance, we don't want that the slider on the right hand side to show up. Now that we have that, we have mostly everything ready for our slideshow file, which will be covered in the next tutorial.